Hi everybody, welcome back to Rachel Bella Crafts. Rachel here, I hope you're all well. So today we are on the next video of, do you know what, I was about to so confidently launch then into the number that we're on, and then I suddenly am doubting myself and thinking, is it 31 or is it 32? I clearly don't know. I thought I did. But anyway, we're getting on with our 100 days RAB challenge. And I've got a really simple and easy project for you today. I have been working on an altered book. And as a result of the altered book, I have strips of book pages left over that I've obviously been removing from the book as I've been making decisions going through, and my pages have gotten smaller and become surplus. So I'm going to be working with these today. So you will need some scrap strips of paper. It doesn't matter whether they're book pages, it doesn't matter whether they are leftover bits of digital, doesn't matter if it's a magazine page. In fact, the more dispensable the better, really. Okay, so grab yourself a strip, and then you're going to need all these scrappy bits of what's left over. We really are down to the dregs now, aren't we, guys? So basically all these scrappy bits that we've got left over, and then in this lovely bag here I have lots of scrappy bits of material, and I picked this one up because the colours were kind of talking to me, and I just thought, oh, hang on, let me move you guys so you can see what I'm looking at here. And I was thinking to myself, oh, these are full of all these lovely colours that we've been working with this kit. So if I'm going to be doing stuff with kit scraps, it makes sense for me to have fabric scraps that kind of match with the colours, doesn't it? So I'll be picking through some of this as well, and we're going to make ourselves a bit of a mixed snippety thing. But basically we're going to be making some strips to go on the edges of our pages. Page edges, should we call them that? Page edges? That sounds good. I'm sure they've already got a name, but yeah, you know me. If it was salt, I'd call it pepper. So let's crack on. Now, I've got a couple of things I want to go over tonight as well, whilst I'm here. Kind of a reason why I'm doing a nice simple task. Hopefully I won't botch it up whilst I'm yakking. But just a little bit of a background about me. I actually went to a private school that was run by my parents, not just my parents, group of other people too, but my mum and dad were involved in the running of it. My dad was actually my principal, and mum was one of the teachers there. My school taught a curriculum that is called ACE, or School of Tomorrow Education. It is an American curriculum, American curriculum. But I didn't go to school in America. I went to school here in the UK. It was quite a small school, but what school did for me was taught me some very good values, and gave me a good grounding in the way in which to live life, basically. And one of those things that it taught me was values about how to live alongside people, how to be a good citizen, how to treat people. And another thing that it taught me was how to deal with difficult situations. And the best way to deal with difficult situations is to start with a positive, throw in the negative, so I'm just going to send to you, and then finish on a positive. So I'm going to use that little sandwich tonight, plus minus plus, okay? So if I'm going to start off actually by telling you about my day, because my day was ridiculous, and I need you to be patient with me because my arm is really sore. I actually went for an ultrasound scan today. I thought I was going to have an ultrasound scan on my ankles, just my ankles. And then, so I spent lunchtime today. I'm really sure you want to know this. I spent lunchtime today, sat there with my little pumice whirly thing, just making sure that my feet were presentable and that there weren't any, dry skin or anything on the ends that people can't see, because it's not quite summer yet, is it? So, feet are not really out worthy. And I made sure they were all moisturised and they all smelled nice, and I had clean socks on. Well, I almost ran out of the house with my house socks on, which are my fluffy things, keep my feet warm. But thankfully looked down at my feet before I shoved them in my boots. I was like, can't go in those socks. But anyway, when I got to the hospital, turns out it wasn't just my feet that I was having a scan. I was also having my my hands and wrists done as well. So as I go to sit in the seat, and I said to the doctor, so do you want me to take my socks off? And he said, oh, socks? So then I looked really like panicky, thinking, hang on a second, what are you scanning? Because surely to scan my ankles, you need me to take my socks off. And he said, oh, I was going to do your wrists first. And I was like, oh, right, okay. I said, he said, oh, I suppose you can take them off ready if you want. And I said, oh, no, it's all right. I won't take them off yet to save you the stink. Well, of course, he looked at, I thought he'd laugh. Oh, no, he didn't laugh at all. Just looked at me quite horrified, as if he genuinely thought that my feet smelled. As if I go to the hospital with smelly feet. Oh, gee. So I was a bit stung. So then I had to sit there then for the next 25 minutes, being directed. And every time he asked me to move something, he kept saying, if you could just put that there, thank you. I was getting a bit irritated by his good manners in the end. I almost felt like saying to him, look, you just tell me where you want me to put my hands and I'll just do it. And you really honestly don't have to keep saying thank you after every sentence. But then I just thought, no, I'm going to end up offending him then because he was just being very pleasant. But yeah, so no, arms aching a little bit tonight from being poked and prodded at. But yeah, so that was kind of like my afternoon and my bit of chops there. Came out as per, tipping down with rain, usual story there. And then obviously come into a lovely warm fire, which was nice. So it's been quite a quick day actually. You know it is when you got appointments, you tend to spend most of the time getting ready for the appointment. Then you go to the appointment. Unfortunately, there was quite a wait, which I haven't had for a while really. Normally we go these days and you're in pretty quick, so they want you in and out the way. But that was all right. So I was just sat there quietly minding my own business, waiting to be called. But yeah, very nice gentleman. But unfortunately, he did not appreciate the humour about the stink of my feet, which did not stink. I'm just going to add there. Just in case you're wondering what I'm doing here, I am just literally layering these scrappy bits here. The idea is that they do stick out a bit. If you don't like the shape that you're making, you can always trim it down afterwards. But this is to go on, you can use it as belly band, or it will go on the edge of your page. Now, you can continue to make them one upon the other and just keep going down and then cut where you want for whatever it is that you do want. But that is what I'm doing here, just in case you're wondering, what is she doing there? She hasn't explained. Yeah, so that was kind of like how my afternoon went. Got in, boys are great. Mum, do you want a cup of tea? Sit down. Oh, lovely. Right, so fire's lit, very good. And I'm just sat there then thinking, I need an idea now for my video. Because you know me, I don't forward plan. I go with whatever comes to mind and I feel inspired by at the time. Otherwise, it's a bit contrived, isn't it? The idea is meant to be that I'm enjoying my 100 days of crafting, giving myself that time. And it is nice because there are some days where I feel like, oh, I can't be bothered to go and do this now. And I'm like, no, I'm going to have my time. And then I always feel better afterwards then. And it's nice to come up and have a natter and one thing and another. So, unfortunately, there is a bit of a negative to this video. Not a negative to the video, but I do have something I need to say. I don't like to treat my YouTube video as a soapbox. It's not a blog. But it is my channel and there is some things that need to be said, and I don't mean to say that in a very firm voice, but I am also being a little bit firm because some very good friends of mine have recently been treated quite badly and I am rather cross. I said that as British as I possibly could then. I am rather cross. No, but quite genuinely, I am rather cross because they are being treated badly because they are working with, or they are helping me, or they're in some way connected to me, and I don't like that because the people that are treating them badly are not are being very nice to my face, and that really bothers me. So there's just a couple of things I just wanted to say because we're about to go into sorry about that. Yeah, we're about to go into a new collaboration next month, and I don't know what it is about collaboration time, but whenever there's a collaboration, drama always seems to ensue. And I'd like to think I managed to keep it all off screen at the time, and none of you are aware, but there is always something going on in the background. So I just, again, like I say, it's just a couple of things I just want to go over and just want to make really clear to everybody that watches. First of all, at the moment, our community is behaving badly. There are some people within our community that are treating other people in our community in a very uncommunity-like way. When I first started doing collaborations, I did so with the intention of helping small channels get their feet, because I'd found it quite hard getting started off. I didn't really know who to ask for help, or if you could ask anybody for help, or, you know, it was quite, I just didn't know what you know, where to go and what to do, kind of thing. So I know I struggled a bit at the start, and I came across quite a few barriers with regards to Facebook groups and sharing, and had the odd unpleasant message because I perhaps posted a video in the wrong place and didn't realise, quite genuinely, you know. Others were very kind and, you know, just pointed things out to you that perhaps you'd want to try this way or that way, but it was scary. It was really scary. And if it hadn't been for the encouragement of a few who I now consider to be very good friends of mine now, if it hadn't been for their encouragement, probably wouldn't have bothered, because it was really daunting. I was the child in school. I was always very tall, much taller than my peers were, you know, and being a girl, it's not always a great thing. In fact, I hated being tall because I felt like it always made me stand out. But because I was tall, I was always the one that the smaller ones came to when somebody was picking on them. And because I was tall, and because I had a very strong sense of what was right and wrong, I would always stick my neck out and stand up for these people, because I don't like bullies. It's as simple as that. I don't like bullies. And I don't like unkindness. So I very often, as tends to happen to the people that stick their neck out, I very often ended up getting in the neck, so to speak, for sticking my neck out. But I don't care, and that's never really bothered me, and that's probably why I'm a bit of a lone ship, and I tend to keep myself to myself, because I have a few close friends who I keep close, and everyone else is their acquaintances, you know, and I like to be on nice terms with everybody, not get caught up in drama. I've got no time for drama at all, but I like to think that if people have a problem, I'm here, and that they know they can come and get my help, basically. So I know from speaking out today, I will probably have more stick, but I don't care. What's going on is wrong, and it needs to be called out. Now, I'm not here to name any names tonight. I'm here to tell you that within my community, this is what I deem to be acceptable behaviour, and this is what I deem to be unacceptable behaviour. And if you don't like it, you need to go and find a different community. And it's as simple as that, because none of us are here to be called names, pushed about, treated badly, have our businesses threatened, have our livelihoods threatened. None of us are here for that. That's not why people like us get into crafting. The majority of the people that are involved in the crafting community are, the majority, not all, the majority of us are ladies, and the majority of us have started crafting for some reason or other to do with well-being. We found the crafting community because other communities have burned us, or because our health is poor, or because we've come out of abusive relationships, or because maybe we've lost people who are close to us. We all have children. Oh my goodness, don't we just, and don't we know it? We have jobs, we have families to take care of, we have men to take care of, or if you're the men here, you may have partners to take care of. We've got tough lives, we've got a lot going on. So when we come for crafting, when we come to watch our YouTube videos, when we come to our Facebook groups, we come in there for a bit of solace, a bit of chill time, a bit of comradeship, a bit of friendship, no complications, no conditions, just good old fun, laughter and reprieve. And it really saddens me because that's not what's been going on. I want to talk about design teams a minute. Design teams. What is a design team? I know some of you will have heard me talk about my design team. Some of you may have seen other videos up. You'll see design team projects posted, one thing and another. Some of you ask me regularly, what is a design team? What are design team members? Right, what's a design team? The design team are people who apply for or are selected. Very often people don't even have to apply. If you're a designer and you spot people working with your kits and you like their style or you like their attitude, is mostly why people are on my design team, because I like who they are. You get approached and you get invited to join the design team for designer. What does that entail? Well, on average, basically, if you're on my design team, you are asked to do a project once a month with a pack of, a kit of your choice. You choose the kit you want out of my my Etsy, you know, or wherever the kits are. You get to pick whatever kits you want to work with, and you just ask to do a project, and if you're able to do just 3 social media posts on that project. So that can be a YouTube video, share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, job done. I don't own the people that are in my design team. The people that are in my design team I consider to be friends. It's a two-way relationship. As I say, I don't own them. They're not my employees. They are people that want to design, create rather with designs. They are people that have chosen to come and help support my business, and they are people that I have decided I'm going to give time to help develop them, which is why I do the collaborations, because it helps develop the design team members, because they all get invited every time. My design team are always given first dobs on a collaboration as to whether or not they want to join in. Some do, some don't. Some do sometimes, some don't other times. If they're busy, got life happening, and that's fine. There's no onus on them. They just get first dibs because they're my girls. And I have had amazing design teams over the last 2 years, I think now, and I've absolutely adored every single one of them. And every time one of them leaves and they go off to do their next big thing, they are wished well, and I actually feel really proud of them because I know they've developed. You see their confidence come on, and it's just great to see people soar. And that is the purpose of a design team. They are not on my design team for me to tell them what they can do and what they can't do, or who they can talk to, who they can't talk to, who else's design team they can be on and not be on. It's a two-way street, and it's a relationship, and they put in 50% and I put in 50%, and together we create something great. And that's the whole purpose of a design team. It is very much a team effort. I know other design teams, as do my own. We have a group chat and a group Facebook where they all share their work and show each other, and they all encourage one another. They all help each other out with their social media. They give each other tips. And it's a little community in itself. And the girls in design teams very often become very close to each other and become long friends, because that's how they've met, And again, it's having that common interest, isn't it? But they are certainly not there to be treated in any way other than like your best friend and with the utmost respect. And I feel quite aggrieved this evening because some of the people in my community have been in other design teams and are being treated very, very poorly. So what I would like to say this evening is, I am aware that there are things being said out there in the community. I am aware that there are things being said to people because they are affiliated with me and because they're supporting me. I am very confused. Why those that are angry with me are angry with me, because I have not set out to upset anybody. I don't think I've gone out of my way to do anything to anybody. I don't quite understand why they're annoyed at me. I don't know whether it's the collaborations. The collaborations I run them to help other channels develop and for my business, because that's what I'm doing. This is my livelihood. I need this to succeed, to pay my bills and feed my children. I don't do this just for a hobby. I don't do it just to annoy people. And, if you're not on board with that, that's fine. There's lots of other YouTube channels that you're able to watch. I want the people that are here to be here because they want to be here and because they're supportive of what I'm doing and because they're enjoying what I'm doing. Nobody is forcing you to watch. And to the 3 people that keep giving me a thumbs down every time I post a video out, can you please stop? Can you just bypass my channel, please? I really don't need that kind of negativity. I work really, really, really hard, as do all the other YouTubers, and especially those of us that do it full time. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of marketing, promoting, a heck of a lot. And when people are purposely trying to bring it down, it's actually quite soul destroying, because I can't get my head around anybody that would want someone else to fail and to not to succeed in what they're trying to do. So I just want to make it really clear, what I'm doing, I am not doing to spite anybody or to hurt anybody else's channel or their Etsy shop. I don't create designs that are like other people's. My designs are quite like themselves. That's all. I tend to do things that are a little different to other people. You know, we all have our unique things. Yes, okay, we're all struggling because we're using the same kinds of actual elements in them, but that's just the way it goes with public domain. But we pay for these images, and, you know, I have to do a lot of work to what I create with them. I don't feel a need to explain myself, because I know someone's going to leave me a comment tonight saying, Rach, you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. I know I don't, and thank you for that. But you need to know your behaviour is not acceptable. And I know that you're watching my channel because I know that you're watching everything I'm doing at the moment. And I'm imploring you to please just stop and move on, because you're hurting people who are close to me. And I'm not happy about that at all. And I feel quite emotional tonight, not because you're bothering me, because I don't really care. I live in Wales. I'm out of everybody's way here. And I know I'm genuinely not doing anything to hurt anybody else, so I've got nothing to worry about. But the fact that you're hurting people around me who are vulnerable is making me really annoyed. And I don't like being upset and annoyed with people, because this is meant to be a nice place. And I don't like having to use my YouTube channel to have a voice out either. But I would like the people that are watching in this community to be aware of what's going on around them. So if you do come across people who are talking in an unpleasant way about other YouTubers and other channels and other designers, please shut it down. Please stop it, because what you're being told is probably not even correct. Because those of us that are just getting on with our job and just here to bring the fun stuff to you all and to teach you, I haven't got time to go around talking about other people. We're not interested in doing that. We just want to build each other up. Ladies, life is hard enough for women as it is. And I don't mean to sound sexist when I say this, it's just the truth. We are meant to lift each other up. We are meant to edify one another, support one another, care for one another. That's why we are caregivers. Not rip each other down, make threats against people who befriend people that we are not happy with. That is not the way. Absolutely not the way. So just to clarify, we have a collaboration taking place now next month. It starts on April the 10th. I am going ahead with my collaboration because that's what I'm here to do. That's my task, and I wouldn't let anybody down. I do not expect any drama in this collaboration. I do not expect any hassle from anybody. If you don't like what we're doing, please just go and get on with your own thing. Nobody requires you to be present in that, okay? Everybody else that's working along is just working hard, helping support each other and helping to develop those that are really working hard, truly wanting to be developed and to be part of the team. The team, because we are a team, all of us here. Doesn't matter how big or how small your channel is, we are a team. We are a community, and we are going to continue to work together, because that's what it's all about. That's why some of us are here. We're not in this just for what we're getting out of it. We're in it for what everybody gets out of it and what you guys get out of it, and just everyone, okay? On the second note, 2 of my design team members are in hospital tonight. One of them is gravely ill. I don't want any more nastiness aimed at anybody, particularly not my design team members or my Facebook admin group. They are all absolutely on the floor at the moment, devastated and upset at what we've been going through with a friend this week. They don't need this aggravation. We don't need games and silliness. So I would just ask that they would be left be. And to the rest of you amazing people that are watching out there, your support is greatly appreciated. And I thank you so much for all of the wonderful comments that you have made and all of the outpouring of love and praise that you have posted onto the Facebook group. The ladies are aware of it and they are grateful, and I'm grateful because I feel like I'm not always able to be on the social media side of things, usually because I'm in the background doing this sort of stuff, and I'm just so grateful that you're all picking that up as soon as stuff is posted out, and that you're responding, and I'm really, really grateful for that, guys, really grateful. So let's focus on them. Let's focus on our girls that need our support, the ones that are there for us all the time, unfailingly. Collaboration is going to be amazing. There's going to be no drama. It's not a pantomime, it's a collaboration, and we're going to have loads and loads of fun, and you're going to enjoy it. You will enjoy it, as my dad used to say to me when I was a kid. And now for the positive, because I've got to do my sandwich. It's a plus, a minus, and a plus. You've had the minus. Let's get back to the plus. So I want to do something really nice for all of you guys tonight, because I really, really appreciate everybody that views my videos, that is leaving comments, that is leaving me likes, that has been just so incredibly supportive over these last 2 months when I made that huge leap of faith to kind of leave work and to try to do something with this. You have been amazing, and I couldn't have done it without you. So tonight, for every person that leaves a comment on this video, you will have a kit of your choice for free. Okay, I'm going to just give you a kit for free, and you can choose it. What I want you to do, though, to earn that is I want you to leave a comment telling me what you love most about this community. And I don't mean the community you live in, I mean our crafting community, our Facebook and YouTube community, the junk journaling community, because that's what we are, aren't we? So let's hear the good stuff. Let's flood my comment section tonight, please, guys, with positivity. I'd love to hear some support for the design team members, because they are amazing. At the end of this video, it'll be a reel. Please hang on and watch it. It's going to give you all the information again, remind you all of all the people who are on my design team. So if you could do that for me tonight, I would really, really appreciate that. Do you know what? I've got to be honest, I can't really tell you what I've created here tonight. I hope it looks pretty on camera. Because I haven't taken much notice. I was so nervous. I hate having to do telling off stuff and not being happy stuff. I really don't like it. I hate confrontation. I hate bad feeling. But I don't like people bullying my friends. I really don't. And I know you guys won't either. So I really need you to take up the flag tonight, guys. I really need you to take up the banner and to just be kind. Be kind to each other, look after each other, be kind to perhaps the people that even irritate you a little bit. Just be kind, because as I always say to my son when he comes home, and there's particularly this one kid in school keeps having a go at him, and I say to my son, does he look like he's had a rough day? Does he look like he didn't have a very good night at home? You know, there's probably something going on behind that. People aren't just unpleasant for no reason. There's usually a reason behind it. So to any of the people that have got a gripe with me at the moment, I don't know what it is I've done to upset you. If I have done something to upset you, please contact me. Tell me in a gentle way. Let's get it sorted. But if you are hurting for another reason, I'm here if you need to talk to me. Any of my girls would say the same. I know that. But we are here. If you need to talk, we are here. And we support you. Because you guys, all of you, you're amazing. And I know everybody goes through just times in life where they perhaps not thinking quite right or don't feel themselves. So let's not kind of, I don't write people off. I don't believe in that. I think that there's something happens at a time, and it's happening for a reason. So let's get to the bottom of that. Let's get that sorted out, and let's just remember we're all on the same side and we're all on the same team. And just most of all, just be kind to each other. Guys, I'm going to leave it at that tonight. I don't like preaching to you all. I am sorry. Oh, look, don't these look cute? Oh, that's it. That's the finishing factor. This is what we needed. Get those words out. All those words you didn't use yet, look. All mine are in there. Fussy cutting. Look at my fussy cutting. Thanks to Bella. Look, all organised in my book. I love it. Let's pop these on there. Benjamin Bunny. Who else have we got here? Oh, sunshine. That's what we need. Come on, Lord. Where's that lovely sunshine? We need some sun now. We need our spring. I heard somebody else say that on YouTube. What was I watching last night? Oh, loads of people. And somebody said the same. Was it Melina? I think it might have been Melina. She said about the sunshine, I think. Because she was doing those gorgeous mason jars, which I have to try at some point this week too. Oh, there's just so many lovely things to do. Right, there we go. Let me just put Flopsy over there. There we are, guys. I hope... Now, not forgetting why you're here. Come along now. You thought you were going to get out of that then, didn't you? This is your challenge for today. Let's see you make some of these. In case you've not noticed, I've used paper scraps and fabric scraps. That was kind of like the brief tonight. Paper and fabric. And I don't know what I've used. These are bits of linen here. All sorts of things here. Bits of lace, bits of net curtain. Oh, can't beat it with a net curtain. It actually looks really nice when you kind of scrap into it. And leaves a nice effect. But yeah, so let's get these done, and then I will see you all hopefully in my next video. Take care, look after each other, and I'll see you very soon. Take care now. Bye.